everyone. Today I'm going to be discussing three prominent issues in today's society, which include abolishing the police, universal basic income, and prison labor. So for the first topic, my claim is that I'm against abolishing the police because I believe society needs law enforcement to maintain public safety, respond to emergencies, and protect communities from crime. While there are legitimate concerns about police misconduct, bias, and accountability, completely abolishing the police could create more problems than solve any at all. Police officers respond to emergencies, investigate crime, and help protect communities from violence. Without some form of law enforcement, I think society would fall apart altogether. I do agree that there are a ton of issues with policing, and there are a lot of cases with excessive force, bias, and honestly just flat out racism and discrimination. However, I do think that the focus should be on reforming policing rather than eliminating it entirely. Effective reforms could include better training, stronger accountability, body cameras, and independent investigations of misconduct, and increased community involvement. Abolishing the police would create a dangerous gap in public safety, especially for vulnerable populations who depend on emergency services. Reforming the system while maintaining public safety is a more realistic and effective solution than eliminating the police altogether. So for the second topic, my claim is that I am against implementing universal basic income because I do not believe it effectively addresses the root causes of poverty and inequality. Although UBI could provide financial assistance to many people, it would be extremely expensive to integrate on a national scale. Providing unconditional payments to every citizen could place a significant burden on taxpayers and government budgets. I think creating a dependence on government assistance rather than encouraging workforce participation is very dangerous. In addition, giving everyone the same payment does not actually address the underlying issues such as the access to education, healthcare, affordable housing, and job opportunities. I mean, look at the job market right now. It's really bad. I mean, as an 18-year-old myself, entry-level jobs aren't entry-level jobs anymore. I've been denied from so many places because I don't have enough experience. But how am I supposed to get experience without having the opportunity to have experience? In addition, resources may be better spent strengthening existing programs that specifically target people who need assistance the most. While reducing poverty is an important goal, I believe targeted programs and economic opportunities are more effective than sending unconditional payments to everybody. Long-term solutions should focus on creating opportunities rather than relying primarily on direct cash assistance because it doesn't directly address the problem. And for the last one, I do not believe prisoners should be required to work without pay because unpaid labor is exploitative no matter what the circumstances, and in this case, it absolutely doesn't support rehabilitation. People who are incarcerated should have opportunities to work, learn skills, and contribute to society. However, they should absolutely receive fair compensation for that work. Labor is still labor, and a human is still a human. Paying prisoners can help them save money for release, support their families, and contribute to victim restitution programs. Unpaid labor raises ethical concerns because it can resemble forced labor rather than rehabilitation. If prison work programs are designed poorly, they can provide valuable job training They can provide valuable job training and reduce the likelihood of reoffending after release. Compensation also reinforces the idea that work has value and prepares individuals for employment after reincarceration. This can decrease the chances that these prisoners reoffend again if they have the chance to work and rehabilitate themselves. I believe that prison labor should focus on rehabilitation rather than punishment. Fairly compensating incarcerated workers while allowing some of those earnings to support victims creates a more balanced and ethical system rather than requiring people to work without pay, which is exploitative no matter who it is. Overall, I believe reevaluation and reformation is effective with all of these issues, and honestly, majority of issues. Instead of abolishing police, replacing work with government payments, or requiring unpaid prison labor, I believe society benefits from more balanced approaches that promote accountability, opportunity, and fairness.